So one of the last videos I uploaded, I talked about how I'm sober from weed 130 days. So I haven't smoked weed in 4 months. So I thought about it more, about the consequences and the time where I was literally high every day. And I came to a very sad conclusion. Weed-induced panic attacks I had so often. I really have to say I forgot about it, that I had so many panic attacks. Time I was stoned. It's so crazy, man. When I speak about panic attacks, I mean they were really bad. So thought about it. It's like, and I'm making this video because I think maybe there are some people that have similar experiences with weed. I know. Many people think weed isn't even the drug, and I understand these people. But the thing with me is THC is hitting different, bro, in my brain and my body. I'm getting so fucking high, so fast with so little hits from the blunt or something like that. It's crazy. I haven't built up a tolerance. Even I was stoned every day. Thing happened is I was off my rock every day, so the experience didn't get lighter but weaker, not weaker, but the intensity never changed when I smoked weed. So I would say I'm more of an overthinker, a bigger thinker. I have many thoughts in one day. That's a blessing and a cure at the same time. But I think weed sped up these thoughts so badly. When I was 15, 16, I started to create some goals for myself in my future. But I was stuck in this stoner environment with this stoner group, stoner friends. I mean, it was fun, but always at the time when everyone dips out of the session or the function and I was there alone, the thoughts was hitting bad. Panic attacks came, especially when I was alone in my room and I was too high. I had this crazy head rush, and it feels like you are getting chased, or adrenaline is pushing through your body, through your brain, but there's not really a physical or a real thing chasing you, or there's not a real threat, but the adrenaline is coming through because your thoughts are so sped up. It's such a horrible state. You feel sick, you feel you're disbelief that you're dumb enough to smoke weed again, because these panic attacks are fucking cruel. For me personally, these attacks could last from 2 minutes to even 20 minutes, especially when I did wake and bake. So I smoked when I stood up, and I hadn't had a plan for the day. I was tweaking in the crib. It was crazy. I was running around doing laps, freaking out, crazy. So for me, THC has such a strong grip on my mind when I consume it. It's crazy, and I haven't met somebody that is quite the same high as I get. The normal thing is that most of the people that smoke every day build up a tolerance and they could smoke 5 joints a day to get at this level. But if I take a hit from the joint, I'm high for 30 hours straight. So the rest of the day I'm fried as fuck. When I wake up the next day, I'm also fried, still fried. In my head, I'm lazy, I'm weak when I'm trying to stand up. It's so disgusting when I look back at it. And then now the weed community is very big, and I'm still a part of it. I think it's a nice substance, man. I'm really a fan of it, but I just can't consume it. That's the problem. But for 4 years, maybe 5 years, it was the main thing in my life, being part of the so-called the stoner community and smoking weed, enjoying life, enjoying the music. But at a certain point, these panic attacks came so badly, and the weird thing about it, I knew most of the time, okay, I'm in a bad mental state. My thoughts are racing even if I'm sober, but I still hit the blunt, still hit the joint with the homies. And so often I had to leave the session because I was freaking out in my mind. From an outside perspective, you wouldn't see any much different when you would saw me, but in my mind I was in such bad position. It's crazy. And now if I'm 5 months sober from weed, I have no panic attacks at all. This speeding up of the thoughts when I smoke smoke weed. It's so crazy. I tried everything. I tried different strains, but they're all. I mean, I'm in a country where weed is still illegal, sadly. So street weed that you get here is so overgrown, too strong for me, man. It slapped me in the face. My thoughts were racing in my head, and it's such you can't. It was a feeling like you can't escape those thoughts. So you have plan after plan after plan, thought after thought after thought, and it's so fast. I think it's the best explanation I have. And I think if you're watching this video, maybe you have some same experiences. Drop them in the comments. Be a blast to hear somebody else with some good experiences like that. Because nobody understood it in my old friend group. They always laughed at it. Oh man, I felt like I'm on meth in the crib after smoking Wake and Bake. Freaking out, because it's so crazy to me. And after such a panic attack, man, you're drained. The only thing is you can lay in bed and bed rot the whole day watching YouTube, checking off. It's such a bad habit if you're more like me. You have more thoughts, or maybe you're still insecure about yourself, or you do a weed break. Stop that shit. Really trust me. Life will feel so different without it. And if you're someone who think weed is benefiting your life, and bro, I'm not saying anything against it. Absolutely could be the case. But for me, weed is really a drug. I get so fucking high. I can't socialize with people, even though it should be the opposite. But especially with new people, I'm like a fucking NPC if I smoke too much. Meet new people, bro. Yeah, the only thing I could do is walk away and go home and lie in bed, jerk off, and feeling sorry about myself. So I'm very proud of myself that I quit that shit. But yeah, would be a blast to read some comments. Maybe you have the same experience like me. If you have, well, the best thing you can do is to quit. Make a pause, make a break, and try to enjoy life again without weed.